the Everything But Politics podcast.
Welcome back to the Everything But Politics podcast. We're here at one of my favorite establishments in the entire world. My name is Merrick Leeser, alongside Ethan Leeser, Evan Leeser, and joining us is Qui Lam of Kaizen here in northern Fort Lauderdale. Qui,
Merrick,
great to be with you.
thank you for having me on the show, guys.
It's an absolute honor. You and I have been going back and forth for months. So to be here, to be doing this with you, and I mean, look what we got going on behind us. We got a big treat today, but good to be with you. So, what I want to learn about before we really get into the sushi and the history. I know you were in Japan recently.
Yep.
But I want to learn about your upbringing.
Yes.
Where were you born? Where were you raised?
I was born in Cambodia. I came to America in 1998 when I was only 8, almost 9 years old. We first state that I was in New York, in Utica. So it's like upstate. It was too cold. My parents wanted to go somewhere warmer. And you know where they moved to? Boston.
I knew Boston. Yeah.
Still cold, same thing.
Yeah, very cool.
It's only a couple hour drive, 4-hour drive from New York. And I ended up living there for 19 years. I went through middle school, high school, college, and learned how to do sushi and other cuisine all up north.
Your family in the sushi business?
No, I'm the only one. My parents hate it. My dad hated it.
Hates it or hated?
Now he love it. So
Yeah, exactly.
back then he would complain. He say, you know how hard it is for me to bring you to America? I want you to be a lawyer, a doctor, a surgeon or something, architecture, not to cook. You don't even cook for me at home. You go cook for everybody else. So he used to hate it. But now, there's nothing he can say.
So is sushi and that culture, culinary culture, would Cambodia? Sushi
Cambodia. No, it's not. Cambodia and Laos, Thai, our food is very, very similar. Very heavy in flavor. While sushi is very simple, simplicity. But turning something so simple and making it perfect. That's sushi.
So he wanted you to go the professional route.
Yep.
And what age were you first drawn to sushi and just food in general?
Well, just food in general. I started working when I was in high school at the age of 15. I was high school, I think maybe a junior year. There was a Chinese checkout across the street. I would work there 2-3 days a week as a dishwasher. But I was already curious on learning how they cook and stir fry and see when, Chinese checkout, you use the wok. And the flame, the aroma, the aromatic flavor, I love it. I would always finish everything, stand and watch. And one day, the owner, he was short on staff. He started teaching me how to peel shrimp, how to do egg roll, how to marinate the chicken wing, how to, velvet the meat to make it tenders.
Yeah.
And from there on, he liked my work habit. After 3-4 months with them, he started to teach me how to cook slowly and slowly. So my restaurant career started at the age of 15. I'm now 36, so that's a lot of experience already.
A lot of experience. And you have 2 stores.
Yep.
One here in Fort Lauderdale, the other up near Boston.
Yes. The Boston is the original location. I wouldn't say Boston, but it's more in Sturbridge. A lot of people don't know where Sturbridge or Worcester is at, but they know where Boston is at.
Is it the same menu?
Same menu, same name, same everything. If you look at the menu here, you're going to see Patriot Roll, Celtic Roll, Bruins Roll.
Okay, yeah.
That's how you know we're from New England.
I love that.
15, your first experience in the kitchen.
Yes.
So that's like freshman year of high school.
Yep.
So what did the rest of high school look like for you in terms of learning the art of sushi making?
I didn't step foot into sushi until 2009. So when I was already finished with college.
Where'd you go to college?
I went to New England Institute of Technology. I went for architecture. Surprise.
Okay.
I had to at least get something from my dad.
He was happy with that?
He was happy. He just gave me the degree, let me hang it up on the wall, and then you do whatever you want.
Okay. So you graduate and you do whatever you want. What did you do?
Even when I was in college, I was still working. From Chinese restaurant, when I went to college, I did pizza. I was a pizza maker. I was featured on Phantom Gourmet when you start spinning pizza on your fingertip.
Okay.
Wow.
So I was featured on that at a very young age and finished college. I don't think I ever skip out on restaurant business from the age of 15. I always started working from then.
Oh.
So
And one day I decided to just, I like the money as an architecture. I like the money working for the government, working for big corporate, big company. And back then when I first started learning sushi in 2009, I was only getting paid $90 a day. And that's like 10 hours a day. 10 hours, not including you got to show up 30 minutes before business open. And when they close at 11, you got to stay back and clean up for $90 a day compared to what I was making, with my degree.
I have a question. So, given you're from Cambodia, and I always have considered this a Japanese restaurant.
Yes.
What do you consider this?
This is more fusion. The reason why, when I did try to open out the second location where I was Kai, we tried to focus mostly on sushi, but it wasn't enough to capture the audience. Because let's just say, for example, a family of 4 come in. The mom, dad love sushi. Maybe the grandparent, they don't eat raw fish, they want hot food. But yeah. So just by eliminating kitchen food and hot food, I just eliminated half of my choice.
Yeah.
So that's why with this one right here, I focus mostly on sushi, but I also have good kitchen food to help bring in the whole family. For those who don't eat raw fish, or those who don't eat, sushi in general, they just want a good fried rice, a good piece of steak, a good chicken.
You have it.
And we have
Steak
it.
is great.
Yeah, steak is good.
So this is more like a fusion to me.
Got it.
But I stay focused when it comes to sushi. Traditional, age the fish. My sushi rice, I blend it with multiple vinegar.
Really?
Yep.
Just
Not just one.
white rice. It's not just plain white rice.
It's not as plain. Yeah. It's more, let's say, complicated than that. The way you wash it, you can't be too rough on it, because if you're rough, you're gonna break the grain. And when you break the grain, you cook it, it's become mushy.
So let's start with the rice then, because I want to learn all about the art of sushi making. So, white rice, it arrives, or you just get it locally, or?
No, I order from Japan.
So the white rice comes from Japan.
Yep.
And you just plain white rice.
Yep.
And then what do you do to make it not plain white rice?
The seasoning is in the vinegar. The flavor is in our homemade vinegar. As for the rice, the best we can do is do not break the grain when you wash it, and try to get rid of the starch as much as possible. So by understanding that concept, I don't want to give out too much recipe or secret,
I understand.
but we wash it for about 7 to 10 minutes just to make sure the water is clean and clear, starch free.
You use your hands to wash it, or does
Hand.
it soak?
We use hand.
Yeah.
Hand, but we do it in a motion where you don't break the grain. You can't just get the rice and start rubbing it like that old school at home just to get rid of the starch. You're gonna end up breaking the grain, and you don't want that.
So if you go to a sushi restaurant that's just standard, right, very average, mediocre, what do they typically do with their white rice?
They break all the grain, and when they cook, they stack so much into it that it just becomes so mushy. Because the rice is the most important part in sushi. When I tell people that the rice is about 75%, nobody believe me. I will break into an example for you. Something as simple as you can make a sandwich. You go to Trader Joe, you get expensive tomato, expensive meat, organic lettuce, organic everything, best of the best. You come home, you have a bad piece of bread. How good is your sandwich?
Yeah. It's a good point.
Broken.
Same thing with pasta. You buy all these organic, tomato, make the sauce from scratch. Everything is good, handmade pasta. But then the only thing that was wrong was you overcooked the pasta.
So true.
Same thing with sushi. You got fresh fish. Your fish is best of the best. Catch it, bring it over, and you messed up the rice. How good is that?
So I know you have the best of the best fish. Comes from Japan. So you finish your rice, the 7 to 10, mixing in, getting it right.
Yep.
What's the next step?
The next step is the fish.
Okay.
Yeah.
But before we even get to that, the vinegar, that's the most important part about my vinegar. We don't use too much sugar in our vinegar. The reason why, when sugar gets it cooled down, it makes the rice too hard. It's not good. So instead of doing that, I'm willing to spend extra money, and I minimize the sugar, but I use alcohol in my rice, sake. Sake is made from rice, fermented rice. So
We have a chicken wing restaurant in Indiana.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell them how the chicken wings are cleaned?
So similar to what you guys do, we take the extra step to brine our chicken wings. So we clean them in salt water.
Yep.
In most restaurants, most chicken wing restaurants, they take the wings and they just dump them in the fryer, blood and all.
Yeah.
We take that extra step and we brine the wings, clean them in salt water, so the product, the chicken, is clean.
yes.
Yeah.
So when it comes to greatness, right, and the highest of quality, it really is those little things.
Yes.
All about it.
Okay.
All about those.
So the vinegar and the rice, and then your fish is imported from Japan.
Yes.
How does that process work? Logistically, from leaving Japan to coming to you, how does that work?
Well, the company that import and export produce, meat, goods, anything like that, they don't work with the state or this and that. They work directly with just country to country, import, export, because you can't have delay. Once that cargo is loaded, it's just direct flight. They're not picking up anything else. Because if you gotta pick up passenger or this and that, and there's a delay going on, all those produce millions and millions of dollars and it's going to go bad. So once it load up, they source directly to America. Now the closest state in America to Japan is LA. So LA always get their fish first. Once it
Where
lands,
is
Los Angeles.
Oh, LA. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
So once it lands in LA, that's when they disperse everywhere within America. New York, North Carolina, Florida, Atlanta. So LA always going to get it first.
We're the farthest away.
Yeah, we're the farthest way.
Fish then?
Mm-hmm.
How many days when it was in Japan till you get it? Does that take?
That is usually 24 hours. Once they load it up, they ship it
24
over.
hours
Yeah.
to get the fish.
The 24 hours, it's going to hit America. Less than 24 hours.
And when you talk about aging a fish,
Yes.
what's the proper way to age a fish?
So that is the most difficult step, and this is the step that 9 out of 10 sushi restaurant and 9 out of 10 chef don't have the concept and understanding of. Everybody think fresh fish is good. But let me put it in perspective. When you catch a fish and it's still alive, you bring it to the restaurant, you kill it, you prepare it, but the muscle is still alive, it's still active. The moisture is still there. So what can you do to remove that moisture? And what can you do to make the muscle soften up so it tastes soft, it melt in your mouth?
Yeah.
You have to age it. And the time frame for aging fish is not the same as meat. Let's just say 3-day dry aged fish is equivalent to 9-day dry aged steak.
Got it.
A lot of places, if you can dry age meat, why not fish? Why limit yourself?
Yeah.
So what does dry aging it look like?
That's something that we can show you later.
Okay.
I have video, I have picture of all that.
Okay. So
But when you dry aging fish or meat or aging fish or meat, it's the process of removing the moisture and also the process of allowing the muscle to die out and convert into amino acid. Because when it's still fresh, yes, it's good, it's not fishing, but the meat is not soft because the muscle is still alive, still active.
And nutritionally, is that better for you?
Yes.
Yeah.
When you're eating something dry aged or aged, you're eating them in their purest form.
Wow.
There is no moisture, no bacteria, nothing left in there. You just get it as nature presented to you.
Yeah.
But when it's still alive, all that moisture is like drinking a diluted whiskey.
Too fresh.
Now,
Too fresh.
People have the misconception.
A fish like salmon or tuna, do they take the same amount of time to dry age, or is each fish different?
Absolutely. Each fish is different. Some fish are more oilier, some fish are not. And you can't approach them with the same step. That's the tricky part about fish, and that's why not a lot of chefs are able to do it.
Yeah.
Why meat is meat. You can just do it. Salt or just hang it out, cut out the moisture, the oxygen, and the air supply. Those are the 3 enemies for dry aging or aging any protein. Those are what breeds bacteria. So if you can cut
Got
out
it.
those 3 supply, you're good to go.
So I would imagine then, with you and your experience with East Coast, West Coast, when you see great sushi establishments on the East Coast,
Yes.
you have a little more respect for them than you do on the ones on the West Coast, just given the travel and logistics that goes into it.
It is true. Also, I think we're a little bit behind here when it comes to sushi in Florida,
you
especially in Fort Lauderdale. 10 years ago when I first came down here, there wasn't that many good sushi restaurants. If you look up the history in the past 10 years, I was the first one in this area to do omakase. And then a year later, we got Sunset and then Takado.
I've been to China.
Yeah, they start opening slowly and slowly. But at first, nobody really want to take that chance. Mostly Thai and sushi. Even in Miami, in the past 10 years, there's not that many.
You're right.
And they're all,
Ayakawa, Wabi-sabi, Naui, here, these are just opened the past couple years too.
do you go everywhere and see your competition? Do you try it?
I try them to see what I'm up against. Yes.
Does that leave you feeling confident?
I think so. That's why I just do my own thing. I believe I kind of set a new standard for sushi over here
Absolutely.
in Fort Lauderdale. I wouldn't say in Florida, just Fort Lauderdale, this region right here. I kind of set a new standard for sushi.
And you opened this establishment in 2019.
Yes, sir.
What a time to do it, right before
I know.
COVID.
Yeah.
It's not even 4 months into opening. We got shut down.
Yeah.
And
What was
here
it?
I am. I was only 29 years old.
What was that like?
That's
Oh, it was
crazy.
brutal. It was harsh. No, I was so excited. I was happy. I was, full of energy. I was ready to go. We opened not even 2 months into opening. We made it on the Let's Eat South Florida, on the newspaper, the Sun Sentinel newspaper.
Got it.
I had people lining up, coming in, waiting. It was good. It was a great feeling. And then all of a sudden, 2 more months later, boom, shut down. COVID hit.
So COVID hits March 2020.
Yeah.
What's next? What's the next step for you as a business owner?
That's I was young. I was kind of inexperienced with that kind of panic. So I did what I could do, try to make everybody feel safe. So what we did was all these tables right here, I connect them to the sushi bar for those who still want to come in and eat because they don't want to sit too close. You got that 6 feet distance.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. And I tried to resolve to delivery, to Uber Eat, to almost every possible choice.
Sushi's hard to go.
It's just hard to go.
Yeah.
Especially with the raw fish, raw roll. And then with the virus spreading around too, it just makes people panic more.
Yeah.
Now when it comes to hot food, hot dish, in their mind as a human being, like, okay, this is cooked.
Yeah.
It might not gonna cross-contaminate as bad as something raw because the heat gonna kill everything. That's most about possible thinking. So during COVID, when the order shut down, my sushi dropped, but my kitchen food rise.
Yeah.
That's what I noticed. Like, I did nothing wrong. The fundamentals there, I'm still here. Nothing changed.
Well, how about during COVID and your fish was coming from Japan?
Yes.
Was the shipment interrupted?
It did. It did interrupt there, I think, for a year and a half. So all we got was just domestic fish.
Wow.
Which is
Just basic stuff, whatever you see on the menu. Hamachi, salmon, tuna, bass.
now domestic fish. Where's that being caught?
It's I usually source cold water. I don't like warm water.
That's more so Pacific Ocean
Yeah.
then, correct?
Yep. That's why you don't see me do a special on my menu with any local fish.
What would you say the difference between cold water and warm water fish are?
Flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah. The colder the water, the more fat the fish require, to keep the body temperature regulated. And with fat come flavor.
Interesting.
That's so interesting. I've never thought about that.
Even Maine lobster. You see Maine lobster compared to Florida spiny lobster?
yeah.
Big difference. Here,
Northeast.
Yeah.
So richer fish comes from cold water.
not all, but most.
Well, like the big sushi fish, right?
Yeah.
Tuna, salmon,
Yes.
hamachi,
Yes.
Things of that nature, typically cold water.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And that is why you don't see people catching a big eye tuna in Florida. It's mostly up north.
What's up north? Like near you, North
Yeah,
England?
yeah, New England. Boston, North, Maine, that's where we catch most of it. Here, you're only gonna catch maybe a yellowfin, mahi-mahi, albacore, but big eye, you're very, very lucky to catch it. Forget about the bluefin. The bluefin is never gonna be here. Bluefin tuna is what we call top of the chain for the tuna family.
Yes.
And next would be the big eye. And those you're gonna catch them mostly at the cold region. And as for the yellowfin, you might catch some down here, but mahi-mahi, albacore, everywhere, warm water.
So Japan, that's Pacific Ocean.
Yep.
So they get, and that's northern of like the Pacific coast being California, Oregon, Washington.
Yeah.
So not only are they the Pacific, they're farther north.
Yes.
I mean, they get is that the best, most high quality fish in the world?
To me, no. Because the thing about tuna, they migrate to cold water. So right now, wintertime, they migrate back up here. So it's just not about the region. I think the region, when it comes to region and cold water, would relate more to shellfish. Like oyster, uni, scallop, this and that. But as for the tuna, they migrate to cold water.
Stronger fish.
Yeah.
Too.
So when summertime here, they're going to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
And that's why during wintertime, the price of the bluefin tuna drop a little bit because they migrate up here, they catch up here, they sell within America. But here's also the other thing about bluefin tuna. Japan buy every bluefin tuna that are wild caught. Why? Because once tuna hit Japan, the price goes up 2 to 3 times. So every fisherman dream of catching a bluefin tuna, they're gonna take that risk and that chance and pay the shipment fee to ship it to Japan. Because the market in Japan over there, they are willing to pay a lot of money for it. And whatever Japanese people don't buy, it gets shipped back to America. So if you think we got the best tuna, we don't.
What's the shelf life?
Well, they super freeze it.
What's the difference between super freezing and freezing?
Freeze. Let's just say super freezer. We also have a super freezer. So super freezer, once you put something in there, it's less than 2 minutes.
Really?
Solid. Yeah, it's like negative 180 degree.
Negative
Fahrenheit.
180.
Yeah.
Wow.
What's
Wow.
the typical cost of a bluefin tuna? I know it depends on weight.
The most expensive bluefin tuna, I believe, was sold about 8 years ago for 3.1 million.
How big was
In
that?
Japan, it's like about 480 pounds. In Japan.
How many people will that feed?
I have no clue, but that was the most expensive bluefin tuna that I
How
ever
big
saw.
are the bluefin tuna you get imported?
My bluefin tuna, I don't get anything that's below 350 pounds.
And
Why?
it comes as one big.
That big?
You get all that. At
I
one
got
time?
a half. half of it or sometimes quarter, depending on the size. If it's a 600-pound tuna, that I take a quarter. If it's about maybe 450, that I take half. The reason why I don't want any tuna under 350 pounds is specifically bluefin tuna, not just any tuna, but bluefin tuna. Why? Because the fat has not fully developed yet. Therefore, there's no flavor.
Wow.
A lot of restaurants here, they do tuna breakdown. Oh, come see us. We're gonna do a tuna event. We're gonna cut the whole tuna for you so you can see. But those tuna is only about maybe 150, 200 pounds. It hasn't fully matured yet. The fat hasn't fully developed. That's why I don't do it here, even though we used to do it up north at other location. But here, I have never ever done it because I gone through it already. 200-pound tuna, it hasn't have enough time to mature and grow and live its lifespan yet.
So, I like tuna the best of all the fish, but something that I've learned a lot about recently, and I'd love for you to add to this, is how a lot of salmon is very sus.
Yeah.
Like salmon, where it comes from. A lot of it farm raised versus wild caught.
Absolutely.
What have you learned about the salmon industry and some to-dos and some not to-dos?
That is kind of out of my control, but I can tell you, yes, I agree with you on that. A lot of salmon are super, super farm raised, and the kind of food they feed it is the wild caught salmon. It's not gonna be that bright orange; it's more pale. But for me, the flavor and the creaminess is not there when it comes to wild for sushi. Yeah. But a lot of Americans, they love farm-raised salmon. They're used to it. It's fatty, it's creamy, it's soft, it's tender. That's the American texture. That's the palate taste. Why us Asian, we like something a little bit chewy, a little bit more of a profile to it.
The salmon come from the Pacific as well? I know the
Depends.
Scottish salmon's
Yeah.
like the big...
I usually get Baccafrost. I think it's a little bit better than Scottish salmon. It's a little bit more expensive, but it's much better quality. too.
Your salmon's delicious because I'm at a point, I mean, outside of this place, I don't eat much salmon.
Yeah.
Especially when it's chewy. I really hate that.
Yeah.
But here it melts.
It melts because the reason our salmon is good, our fish quality is good. Once we get it, we don't just cut it up and serve right away. We use salt on the fish.
Salt?
Yep. Kosher salt, so it's not that salty. Every salt has a different level of saltiness. So the more you understand these individual ingredients, the more you can cook better. And you expect
beautiful.
more salt, rock salt, Himalayan salt, kosher salt to have the same saltiness, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These
How
are all-
long do you salt it for?
It-
Like a day?
overnight.
Overnight.
Yeah.
okay.
It's like a light salt.
Light salt,
Yeah.
let it kind of cure, and also let it extract all the moisture out from the salmon so you don't get that fishiness flavor. And second, you don't get that, what I call a diluted martini or diluted whiskey.
Yeah, yeah.
By having water in there. You don't get that clean taste.
Will you do that with meat as well?
Well, with meat, not really.
No.
Because I focus mostly on sushi. So a lot of my fish, we always use salt to extract the moisture out.
Got it.
What are your feelings towards farm-raised fish or farm-raised anything?
I think it's a must. Because every day, because I was overseas for 7 months, and I know in my country where my parents are at, where the village that we're at, even 2025, some part of my village, they still have to go collect woods, dry it out under the sun just to cook. While we over here, electricity everywhere, can't even survive 2 days without our cell phone.
Crazy.
And here we're so wasteful.
Yeah.
While over there we don't. One chicken over there feed a family of 5. One chicken over here feed one person 1 meal.
Yeah.
So we are very wasteful in America. So farm raised is a must in America.
You think as a chef and as a sushi creator, and being from Cambodia, you have different perspective than a lot of other people that do what you do?
I think so.
Just because of where you came from? Is that the number one reason?
No, it's not. I think it's just a passion.
You care.
Yeah, I care. I love the sushi. I love the fact that you could take something so simple and make it so good. It's the same thing as an artist, someone who draw
Yeah,
a
it's
portrait.
art.
You could draw a beautiful picture, good detail, good coloring, good everything, good shadowing, artwork. But if you could take something as simple as drawing a circle, one stroke, perfect circle, something as simple as that, you make it perfection. It's sushi to me.
So let's talk about the artistry because when you and I were texting a couple of months ago,
Yeah.
you were in Japan.
Yes.
What was the moment for you prior to your trip that said, I need to go to Japan and learn more about this craft?
I think the more I start doing it, the more I realize really started to pique my interest the day when I learned how to age and dry age fish about 7 years ago. So I've been doing sushi since 2009, 15, 16 years.
Yes.
Back then I thought it was only about roll. I think roll was the best. I learned how to do roll, these big roll where when you cut it, you have like a little panda face or a little heart on the middle. That's what I thought sushi was all about. But until 7 years ago, I wouldn't say 7, maybe a little bit longer than that, I started to realize, wow, I went to this restaurant in Omakase in San Francisco. It's a 2-star Michelin restaurant. The first time I had just a piece of fish, rice, homemade soy sauce, it's so good. It brings out the flavor. And ever since from then on, it kind of wake me up. I don't think this is what I'm doing in sushi. What I'm doing is more like Americanized. Raw, a lot of sauce, a lot of this, a lot of that. So it started to pique my interest from there. But it really piqued my interest a lot more the past 4 years when COVID hit. That's when I took the opportunity. Since the business was slow, nobody was coming in and out, and I can't afford to keep wasting fish.
Yes,
You bring in and you gotta waste, because business wasn't booming anymore. So I had to learn how to preserve the fish longer. I noticed I put it in the freezer, but in the freezer it draws too much moisture and the coloration doesn't stay the same. And that's when I started, you know what, let me try to age and dry age from what I learned from the other restaurant. I kind of learned from looking at them. They didn't teach me specifically. I watched and I learned. And I kind of experienced. Since in my own place, it was easier for me to experience. It's easier for me to do what I wanted to do. And I can tell you, oh boy, I messed up a lot. All because of one thing. Because sushi is very complicated than you think. For example, tuna. It has more iron than a cow.
Really?
Way more. Bluefin tuna. So if your lady is low, you know, that time of the month, low on iron, let her eat a piece of bluefin tuna. It's almost double the amount of iron. So when I was learning how to dry age and age bluefin tuna, I was just using these expensive fancy knife right there that I used to have, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 knife. There's high carbon steel, there's this and that, but it never clicked to me. I did the procedure correctly on how to dry age the fish. But why is it still messing up? It's all because of the metal.
The metal?
Yeah, because I was using these high carbon steel knife. And what does iron do? They rust. And when iron meet another iron, what's gonna happen? So my knife has a little bit of rust on it. And when I used to cut the bluefin tuna, that residue stuck to the fish and it oxidized the fish 3 times faster.
Really?
Yeah. So I had to learn about different metal. R2 steel, white steel, blue steel number 1, blue steel number 2.
You learned this in Japan?
I learned it here.
Right here?
During COVID. I just went online and started reading like, oh wow, would you look at that?
The knife is the big difference?
The knife is the big difference. Even though I did everything correctly, temperature control, cut off the water, the oxygen, the supply, everything. But it was the knife that I was using.
What knife are you using now?
Cheap stainless steel.
Really?
Yeah.
That was the solution.
That was the solution. I used cheap stainless steel instead of these $5,000 knife, high carbon steel, super sharp, easy to cut. But then guess what? That slicing residue, especially when you're breaking down a big tuna, you know, you're gonna be a little bit more rough to it. And when you cut it, that iron, the rust that stick on my knife, it kind of transfer over to the bluefin tuna. And I don't realize, I didn't really pay close attention to it. I just wipe clean, wrap it up, but it was already attached to the tuna. And what it did, it oxidized my fish.
From the moment you learned this, and that, did you believe it right away, or did you have to see it to believe it?
I had to see it to believe it. After wasting so much and getting yelled at by my partner.
How long did it take for you to... Did you notice it the first time you did it? Or did it take a couple weeks?
It took me a couple months, not a couple
Months.
weeks.
Months.
Yeah.
Couple months. The first time I did, I'm like, oh, maybe I messed up something. Next week, fish come in, try again. Oh, snap, again. Oh, snap, again. After like 4 or 5 try, that's when I finally realized, you know what, something wrong. Let me take that one fish, use multiple knife, and use multiple papers. This paper, that paper, and all different kind of paper. Instead of just one concept the whole time.
Was it a light bulb moment or completely gradual?
It's just, I don't know what happened. It's like learning how to ride a bike. You can teach someone how to ride a bike, you know? But when you get it, just click.
Got it. So you learned this during COVID, and then
Yes.
going back to your Japan trip this past year, 2025, when you get there, did you just kind of go as a tourist looking to like learn, or did you reach out to sushi chefs out there?
I reach out to sushi chef and I reach out to customer. Because in the, 18, 20 years of in the restaurant business, you get to meet a lot of cool people.
Yes.
People traveling here and there, so I get to know them. I reached out to them. I told them I'm going to be in Japan for during this time to that time. I'm going to be traveling in Asia for 6-7 months. So I reach out to them. I talk to them. They show me all the cool spots. They bring me out to their family restaurant just to learn. So yes, I reach out before I even show up.
So you get to the restaurant. Was there anything that you noticed about these Japanese sushi restaurants that they do completely different than American sushi restaurants?
Compared to American sushi restaurant, big difference. But compared to me, it's almost very similar.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're very simple.
What
Fish,
are the
rice.
differences?
Here's how sushi started. Sushi started kind of like during the Edo period, before refrigeration, before freezer, before any of that. So back then, how can you prolong the fish lifespan? Same as the Viking when they travel in the sea. How do you source all those protein and meat on the ship without starving yourself? Yeah, salt. That was it. They used salt to cure and prolong everything. Same with the Vikings, same with the
Interesting.
Japanese people.
All this magic.
It is. Now, sushi started kind of like a hot dog stand. New York City, you know? There's a hot dog stand, you're reading your newspaper, you grab a hot dog, you eat, and you're on your way.
Yeah.
So sushi started the same thing during Edo period. Just a man behind a little stand, making a couple nigiri, no roll, nothing like that. And if they do, very simple, one ingredient. Either salmon roll, tuna roll, hamachi roll. So it started as a little stand. You stand there, you read your newspaper, you eat a couple pieces, they count how much each piece, and then just add up and you pay, you're on your way. That's how it started until the first sushi restaurant was open in America was in California. And that's where it hit mayo. So heavy mayo, and then you come spicy mayo, and that's when it started. Because the first Japanese man that opened a sushi restaurant in America, it wasn't successful.
Where in
was-
California?
I don't remember the top of my head.
Okay.
But it was the first one to open, was in California.
So it was Americans that started putting mayo and all the sauces on it, whereas in Japan it was a little more natural.
Natural, that's it.
Single ingredients, fish, rice.
Yep. But in that piece that you bite, the most important part is the rice.
Yeah, like you said.
You can't just use one vinegar and expect to use that one vinegar on multiple kind of rice. There's 100 kind of rice. Same thing has 100 different kind of tuna, 100 different kind of salmon. Everything has a lot different, even a dog. So many different breeds.
Yeah.
So
So you visit Japan. Where in Japan? Tokyo, Kyoto, Osaka. Where were you?
Hokkaido and Chiba and Nagasaki.
You fly from Florida to Tokyo?
No, I was in Vietnam first.
Okay.
And then I stayed in Vietnam for 2 months just to kind of plan everything out, go accordingly, talk to my friend and people over there. Then the first place I went to was Hokkaido.
Okay.
So I just kind of travel a little bit around there, hire people to tour me around, and kind of 50% hire someone to show me around the farm, show me around this and that. And the other 50% kind of like friend and family.
So you see all these different places. Were they different or very similar?
Almost very similar. They keep it very simple.
That's
Fish, rice.
That's the common theme, is the simplicity.
Simplicity.
I'm aligned with simplicity. We like, when it comes to sushi, we don't like all the sauce and stuff like that. Just simple. The nigiri is the OG.
Yep.
In sushi history, Japanese culture, and on a menu, sushi and nigiri are the same thing.
Sushi is kind of like a general term for everything that falls under. That's what the word sushi is. So now it's kind of like beer. Under beer, you got IPA, you got lager, you got stout, you got this and that. So for sushi, it's just everything that falls under, like a roll, a hand roll, nigiri, sashimi.
Yeah.
It falls under it.
Now, is sashimi, in your opinion, is it as creative as nigiri?
Depend.
Okay.
It's depend because, like I said, you can have good rice, but then if you have good fish, it's a plus plus. Now, if you don't have good rice and you have good fish, it's okay.
Yeah.
But if you want to enjoy sashimi the way it is, that's where the skill really comes in.
Yeah.
What can you do to bring the most flavor, extract the most flavor out of that sashimi? You have to learn how to age it, dry age it, and cure it. And that's where sashimi, a true sashimi artist or a chef that knows how to bring out the flavor from the meat itself, from the fish itself, that takes a lot of work.
Do you have a favorite fish you've ever had?
I like shima achi, striped jack.
Okay.
Yeah. White fish, swim in a very cold water, very deep water, big eyes, firm, a little bit crunchiness, and very, very creamy.
Now, outside of Japan, is there any other spots in Asia that have rich sushi culture?
I know in Vietnam we're very close to Japan, but I try about 17 high-end sushi restaurants in Vietnam. And these are like really high-end. Out of 17, 6 of them were Michelin star, the rest like everybody rave about. And we're so close to Japan, but it wasn't what I expected. I think America would stand as number 2
In the world.
for sushi.
No.
The diversity we have here is incredible. The competition we have is amazing. The demand we have here is superior. Japan is, it's always going to be the original. It's good. It's where everything started. But outside Japan, I think America would be my personal opinion.
South Korea?
I don't have that much experience in South Korea yet.
Okay, that's so interesting.
Maybe you can help us solve this problem. Whenever we have bad sushi,
Yeah.
we've come to determine that the rolls are super big.
Yep.
Why is that?
And that's the thing I don't like. Why is that? That's the question that bothers me when I first moved down here.
It's on advertising.
Why is the sushi roll so... When you have to force something in your mouth for one bite, it's uncomfortable. It's not balanced. It's not a perfect balance.
So true.
It's not. So why would you force something? I could understand a hamburger, try to get a big bite. But sushi?
Do they make it bigger maybe because the fish isn't as good and they want to give you a bigger portion?
That's what I was thinking down here in South Florida when I moved down here. I noticed a lot of places their rolls is so much rice. It's like 70% rice, 30% ingredient. No, not even 30% ingredient. 20% ingredient, 10% sauce. They cover with a lot of sauce. With so much rice, it's too plain. You need something to kind of give it flavor. So what do you do? A lot of sauce.
I've seen on YouTube a thing that a lot of the sushi masters do. Sprinkle a small bit of wasabi. You do that?
What do you mean a sprinkle small?
Like a very small sliver on a nigiri in between the rice and the fish.
The reason why, this is where Sushi Master come in, someone who have knowledge. You can't expect every fish to have the same taste, same flavor, and same thing as shellfish. For example, you want to eat mackerel. Mackerel is oily, a little bit heavier, a little bit stronger odor. So what can you do to kind of balance it out? You increase a little bit more wasabi, you increase a little bit more soy sauce, you increase a little bit more topping to balance it out. Now, if you use that same amount of wasabi, same amount of soy sauce, and you put it on scallop, it's going to overpower scallop. That's where a lot of people, they don't...
So the wasabi usage is completely dependent on the fish?
Yes, completely dependent on the fish and the shellfish or the seafood. So if you pay attention closely, the tuna, they're going to add a little bit more wasabi, mackerel, a little bit more wasabi, same with the soy sauce. But when it comes to shellfish, they only put a little dab of wasabi and like a little sprinkle of either pinch of sea salt or just a light brush of light soy sauce.
I think sushi, like you said, there's such simplicity to it,
Yeah.
but it's also the cuisine of discipline.
Yes.
Where there's so much effort taken to make it look like it was effortless.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yeah.
And at
Well
the same
said.
time, there's this huge art of presentation.
Yes.
Right? Like we've been here several times and you always come out with the boats, right? With the different shapes and sizes, the flowers, the design. Talk me through the presentation of sushi.
Well, before I talk you through it, let me have them start making the boat, bring it out, so we can... Fabian, Andre, can you guys get started?
About to get real. Guys.
Also, tell Felipe to start cooking the kitchen food too, okay? Thank you.
Oh boy.
Alright.
Oh boy.
All right, if you can repeat that question
yeah.
to me one more time, please.
So sushi has a large emphasis on presentation, right? While
Yes.
also being as simple as it is.
Yes.
In terms of aesthetic, there's a beauty to the presentation, right?
Yes.
Walk me through what your process is for presentation with your sushi.
Okay, so presentation is one thing. They say you eat with your eyes. If your eyes approve,
that's
your
good.
palate's gonna be a little bit better, okay?
I like that.
Good.
Now here is what one other thing the chef have to come to term with. I can understand color, decoration, or arrangement to make it stand out more.
Yeah.
But if you truly understand the fish, each fish has different fatness, each fish has different firmness. Some fish has more iron, some fish has more oil. So there's only so much I can do when it comes to decoration because I care about the quality and the taste first. Now in a sushi restaurant, anywhere you want to go, you always want to start with the lightest fish first. Save the darker, heavier fish for last. Why? Because the lighter fish has more oil, more fat. And when it's sitting out in the room 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the oil starts to seep out. You put on your tongue, it's kind of a little bit slimy, a little bit fishy. So you always want to start from the lightest to the heaviest.
Good to know.
And so that's why when it comes to decoration and presentation, it's also a little bit tricky for me too. I can make it look beautiful, but then I have to sacrifice, put this fish on top of the green leaf so it stand out more, this and that. Instead of doing that, I just put it in order the way I would serve it. So the customer can enjoy the fish to its finest.
When you're in Japan, is presentation as prioritized as it is in America?
I didn't really pay attention to that because they make it very simple. They serve it to you course by course. They break it down for you already.
Which is omakase.
Yeah, which is omakase already. They serve you which fish to go first and slowly build that momentum for heavier and heavier and heavier flavor. You can't go heavy flavor and then back to light mild. So they kind of built it for you course by course already. It's not like here where you make a big plate. Here's one thing I noticed in Miami. To me, I think it's nice and all. It's good for the attention. I see chef make this big, beautiful platter. They put ice on the platter. They do the sashimi. They put some of them put directly on the ice. Why would you do that? Yeah, it's understand keep the fish cold, but now it's sitting out there, and then the ice starts to melt a little bit. The water get into the
Dirty
fish.
water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And second, they make this beautiful roll. They put it on the plate, and then they put that plate over that ice too, just to make that beautiful big plate,
Yeah.
But what's gonna happen to the rice? The rice is gonna get cold, and the sugar that's in the rice is gonna get hard.
Wow.
Yeah, it looks beautiful. It looks nice, but the rice, you just
worth
ruin a
it.
good rice. The rice should be served at body temperature.
That's so. We were in Miami over the weekend, and we had a sushi roll that had truffle on it. Would you ever see that in Japan?
Some, not all, but some.
I don't like
Yeah.
truffle.
Some. Yeah,
It's a little strong.
It is strong for
You
me.
like truffles?
No, I don't.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have it here. I used to do truffle. I used to do gold flake. Yeah, it's good, but
What is gold flake?
I have no clue. I try. People want it. They're like, wow, they got gold flake sprinkle. Good for the Instagram. Good for TikTok.
Exactly.
But
For sure.
after I ate it, and I feel bad charging my customers so much for something you can't really taste.
Yeah.
What are at certain sushi restaurants? They put like the little orange little dots. They say like they're fish eggs. Is that accurate?
Yes,
Yeah?
that's a masago. So it depends. Also, the bigger orange one is a salmon roll, which is
Okay.
a salmon egg.
What's the difference between Masago and Tobiko?
My masago come from Captain roll, the Captain fish.
Okay.
Those are easier to produce, a lot cheaper, almost 3 times cheaper than Tobiko. Tobiko come from the flying fish. So a lot of restaurants, they don't carry Tobiko. We only do Tobiko and Ikura. A lot of places use masago because it's cheaper.
That and the caviar family.
That I have no clue.
Okay.
But I don't think so. Caviar is sturgeon, so I don't think they're in
Always
the-
sturgeon?
Yeah, it's sturgeon. I don't think they're in the same family.
Got it.
But I can't be 100% Pacific, so guys, please don't believe me, okay?
That's so interesting.
Where do those typically come from? Like, do they come out of a can? Is it like a little more fresh than that?
It's fresher than that,
Yeah.
the one we come from.
Because you never like sometimes when you go to like we're from Indiana, right?
Yeah.
So like sushi in Indiana, there's like one really good spot we go to,
Yes.
and like you just never know like what like the little orange things are exactly because we're not near the ocean.
Yeah.
Well, based off that ocean logic is kind of
Well, yeah,
lessened.
yeah, you're right.
Given the best quality of fish in the world comes from
That's
Japan,
true.
and we're in the East Coast. Like, if you're on the East Coast, that logic matters less than being on the
More
West
your
Coast because
source.
they get the sushi or the fish sooner than those on the East Coast.
Yeah, they do.
Is any of your
I-
fish from Florida?
No, I don't use Florida local fish. I try to use wahoo. I try to use these fish that everybody was advertising, telling me. Don't get me wrong, it's great, it's good. Wahoo is soft, it's tender, but the flavor is not there. I want you to cut it, pop it in your mouth, no seasoning, no soy sauce, no nothing, and you eat it. You don't get that aftertaste compared to cold water fish. And that's why I stopped doing it. The first year, yes, I did. I tried to use a lot of the local fish here.
As a sushi chef, what are some things you see people doing that drive you crazy?
Do I have to say that for a customer? Please close your ear. It's- sauce.
Sauce.
The sauce, yeah.
Any sauce?
Any kind of sauce. But then I don't blame them. It's just a lot of the sushi restaurant right here, they kind of ruin it for everybody else. They truly make the roll so big, so much rice that you can't even taste the ingredient, you can't even taste the fish. So you have to mask it with sauce to give it flavor, so that way it attract the customer. And they have no choice, 10, 15 years go on, people get used to it. They adapt to it.
What about people eating sushi in half?
Oh,
I mean, you can't really blame them. Some have small mouth, some have big mouth.
Okay, that's fair.
You can't really blame them.
I got
But
one
that's
for ya.
why when I do omakase, I pay attention. If you're sitting if you're a lefty, I face the sushi the other way.
Yeah,
So these are little details that
Yeah.
as a good chef, you gotta pay attention to customer. If you notice the first plate or the first roll you send out and they keep cutting it in half, I make it a little bit smaller or cut it thinner. And if your left hand, I face it this way, and if your right hand, I face it the other way.
That comes back to like the rice logic. It's like really the little things.
The little thing, attention to detail will determine how good of a chef you are.
I want to talk about chopsticks for a second. So, I don't know much about the history of chopsticks or the Japanese traditions with sushi. Is it disrespectful to eat sushi with your hands?
No,
Not at all.
sushi is meant to be eaten with your hand. It's
Okay,
not
good.
meant to be eaten with the chopstick. It's only in America where you say bacteria, this and that, but no. Sushi
that
is
answer.
meant to be eaten with your finger.
I love that answer because
Any sushi.
And all the sushi.
personally, I've always eaten sushi with my hands. And I didn't know if I was supposed to be using chopsticks or not.
Yeah.
So now that I know, I'm gonna keep using my hands.
I do. I use
You
my
use
hands.
your
too.
hands too?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, except sashimi. Because sashimi, you require a little bit of
That's
soy sauce. But all nigiri, all roll, all hand roll is all by hand.
That's fascinating.
That is
Do you
fascinating.
have a trick on how to properly use chopsticks?
There's no trick. Once you get it, you get it. I can explain to
riding
you
a
many
bike.
times. It's like riding a bike. You want to go forward, pedal. Balance yourself. Try to keep your body balanced. Don't lean to the left. Don't lean to the right. And if you want to turn left, lean a little bit and turn the steering wheel. I could explain to you in full detail. But for someone first time, the moment you get on, you're going to fall down.
Yeah, put the time in.
Wait, so just to recap your trip to Asia and predominantly Japan,
Yes.
when you got on the plane back to the United States, was there a certain thought or message that left you like, okay, this is the biggest transformation I'm going to make at my restaurants?
No, it didn't. Because I had spent so much time and effort into sushi already. I just wanted to learn more, see what the difference between us here compared to Japan. So when I went there, it didn't really open my eye that much more, except gain some more knowledge on how to do this way, how to do that way. That was it.
Gave you some reassurance that you were doing it the correct
Yes,
way?
that's it. That's perfect way of putting it. To see if I'm kind of the right path or maybe far off. But when I was there, I wasn't that far away.
You're aligned.
Now, when you go back to your teenage self and even in your 20s and you've developed this love,
Yeah.
who are some of your mentors?
My mentor, the one who taught me, he's still doing sushi, but I know you gotta be humble, but I'm sorry, I surpassed my mentor already.
Is he in the Northeast?
Love it.
Yeah, he's in New England, Massachusetts. I surpassed my mentor already. The difference that sets me apart from my mentor is I do it for a passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though when I'm not at my own place, I go work for other restaurant just to see what I can learn, see what I'm up against, bring back and share with my guys. And that's why we name it the name Kaizen. Kaizen in Japanese means continuous improvement.
Yep.
Love
And if
that.
it's not broken, don't fix it. And if you can fix it, do it day by day. 1% is better than nothing at all.
So good. I love that
Inspirational
Kaizen.
right
Yeah.
there.
I just read a book about that called The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. If you ever read that, and Kaizen's a
the model,
recurring
yeah.
message, and it's the model.
It's the model right there.
So as we discuss passions, you mentioned sushi.
Mm-hmm.
I know another passion of yours is crypto,
Yes.
trading crypto. How did you get involved and learn about that world?
When you're in a restaurant business, you see a lot of customers, hundreds and hundreds of customers a week. I got into crypto very, very early. I think around 2010, 2011.
Oh, wow.
Back then, when you want to buy Bitcoin, you can't just buy it on your phone like that. You have to meet some guy, buy, transfer over. So I kind of bought and forgot. I didn't-
2010.
2010 to almost 2011. I bought and I forgot. And I lost it. I lost the password, I lost the code. But I remember somewhere in 2014, I bought Dogecoin. I put like 1,000 in 2017. Everybody started talking about it. I opened up my account, like, damn. I'm up 680K. I sold it. I transferred to my bank. I pay tax. 3 weeks later, I transfer back into the exchange. I pay tax for nothing. I was inexperienced. I was young. Transfer back to the exchange again. I start trading, using leverage, this and that. I got wrecked. That's what we call it.
You learn a lot.
Yeah.
So going back to 2010, 11, do you remember what Bitcoin was at the time?
I believe it was $4.75 or $5 around there. 2010.
$4.75.
Yeah.
And then you lost that account. Did you reinvest?
I did. I reinvest. I started to learn how to trade, buy more, do more. That's why I was able to afford to, travel here and there and wear a nice watch or enjoy what I want to do.
Beautiful.
But even though that I'm doing okay with crypto and with trading, you can put it down.
Look. All right.
We had some food here.
You're going to have to talk us through everything here.
Yep. The sushi's gonna come out too, okay guys?
Oh man.
So even with me doing successful with my trading and meeting people in Dubai and wearing $180,000 watch, I still like doing sushi. It's my passion.
Yeah.
I no longer do it for the money because my money is in trading now.
You're a lifer.
Yeah,
Yeah, your lifer.
that's it.
So going to the 2010s, how did you educate yourself on the world of crypto? Because a lot of people, it's very complex, right? A lot of people don't understand it. Not only yourself, but how would you advise people if they want to learn more? What's the best way to do that?
Put in the time, put in the effort, stay disciplined. Get rid of the girls, get rid of the alcohol. Stay focused. Sacrifice 5 years for 50 years of freedom, guys.
Were you taught that, or did you sacrifice the 5 years and learn that by
I
yourself?
sacrificed. I did everything myself. When I came to America, it was only my father and I. That's it.
You have siblings?
I have a lot of siblings, actually. I have 7 sisters. When my parents met, I'm an only child. So
Okay.
when they remarried, they have more kids. So now I have a lot of sisters.
In America or in Cambodia?
3 of them in America, 4 of them is in Cambodia. So I have 7 sisters and 1 younger brother.
7 sisters.
That's a lot of sister, guys.
You're the only one in Florida?
No, my younger sister is here with me.
What a
Any of
place
them in
to
the food
be.
industry like you?
No, she's not. I don't want her to. I don't like working with family.
I get it.
Speaking of, and this business is such a grind.
It is.
Right? Like you do it as a passion. I feel like most people in the food business, they do it because they have to.
Yeah.
It's all they know, right?
Yes.
You do it as a passion. You're an outlier completely.
Yes,
And
it's a passion for me. I love it. I love doing sushi. When I'm not touching the knife, picking up the knife to cut fish, I feel like something's missing. Same thing with someone who go to the gym. You've been, training yourself for 5 years, 6 years, 10 years, and when you skip out 1 day, 2 days, you feel like something's missing. It's empty.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel like when it comes to sushi.
And when you're not here, you're doing crypto stuff.
Yes, I trade nonstop. But now I do less. I used to trade in and out all the time, but as you're doing okay, portfolio side got a little bit better, you can just take 1 trade, 2 trade every month, and you're good.
You invest in the stock market or only crypto?
I do stock market too.
And you're more drawn to crypto though.
Yes, the volatility is there. Take advantage. Once you learn how to read it, once you learn how to trade, you as a trader, you love volatility.
So what, the best places to learn? X is number 1, yes?
Yeah, I think X is where all the alpha, all the best trader at. My buddy, Trader Main, who's the founder of Breakout, he comes over here, big supporter. Ponzi Trader, one of my other big supporters. During COVID, they help out a lot of my staff too, giving them a lot in tip. These guys are all great trader. I think Trader Main just sold his platform for a couple $100 million already.
Really?
Yeah.
How about you work with NFTs too, or less so?
NFT, no, I wasn't a big believer in NFT back then. I think it's too early for digital art to take off like that.
What would it take for digital art to take off?
I think once crypto start to be fully regulated, then yes. But right now it's just our speculation and hype. And Gary V, was it?
Yep.
The one who actually make it goes up a lot. But how can you pay millions and millions of dollars in digital art when the digital payment hasn't been regulated yet? So to me, I didn't fall for that hype yet. I mean, I missed out on the run on it, but I don't regret it. You see artwork that was you're paying $100 million, now it's what, $100,000?
I feel like it's so important to stick to what you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in that world where there's so many scammers and things of that nature.
I agree.
So
Until
Oh, go ahead.
until the day crypto is fully regulated, NFT or digital artwork isn't gonna be that high of a demand yet, in my opinion.
What's Bitcoin at right now? 90?
90.2 this morning, dip a little bit to 88.3.
What causes it to rise and fall? People buying and selling like any other?
Yeah, buy and
commodity?
sell, supply and demand. And Bitcoin has a 4-year cycle. So you by understand the cycle, you can calculate the money rotation. BTC goes first, next Ethereum, and after Ethereum run, the money gonna rotate to large cap, which is like Sol, BNB, all these other coin. And once the money rotate into those, they're gonna go into a smaller market cap, and then meme coin. So if you can understand the cycle, capture the cycle, then get out, wait 2 years, 3 years, and slowly reinvest back in again.
Outside of the big two being Bitcoin and Ethereum, what are you most bullish on?
At today, current time and moment, December 29, 2025, I'm bullish on Ethereum. Because Bitcoin has a good run already. Remember, 2 years ago, we were at 16K. Then we went up to 126. That's more than 10x, 11x already. And if you expect it to be, I mean, yeah, people speculate going to go to 150, 200, but even if it does, it's not much of a gain. When if you were to put that same amount of money into Ethereum, where it could go maybe 6K, 7K, that's a higher return. So I'm already rotating my portfolio.
Did you, when it reached 126, did you sell? You still put?
I sold 80% at 118. Did I regret it? When I saw it went up to 120, 122, 23, 45, 26? No, because I have saw my portfolio went from, you know, a good 6-figure down to like 17K, 15K, and then the next cycle happened again. It went to 7-figure and then dropped down to like 80K, 100K. I have been through that cycle already, and I don't want to stop seeing that much drop.
It's a crazy world.
Wait, so if it's a 4-year cycle, two-part here. Where are we at in the cycle right now, and what's the next 4-year cycle?
This cycle is confusing. This cycle, a lot has changed, and this is where a lot of trader and a lot of investor need to adapt and learn. The previous couple cycle, we didn't have ETF involved. We didn't have BlackRock. We didn't have Vanguard. We didn't have these institutions buying in. But now they start adopting. They start buying it. So I don't know where we at this cycle, but I do know I set my target already at 100K, 105. I'm gonna sell some, and which I did at 118. I'm happy. I still have maybe 20% left of holding. Well, so I'm not sure yet. That's cycle right here, very confusing to me. Back then was just easy, follow the pattern. History does not repeat, but it rhymes. That's it. It does not repeat, but it rhymes. And the past couple cycles was easier for me to read, predict, and play with it. But this cycle, oh boy.
Is that because it's become, outside of the institutions, more people talking about it, making it mainstream?
I believe so. That is one thing, and what our president is very pro crypto. And that's what kind of dragging this on longer than it should be. Is there a super cycle coming? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But I think Q1's going to do okay.
Now, for someone listening that does not have crypto as a part of their portfolio, is it worth investing in at this point in time?
No, it's not. It's not at all. Wait it out. Wait like a year, 2 years, slowly buy in. Every month, put in, I don't know, 100, 200, start small, start something. The reason why I got into trading and stock market, because I've been in restaurant business for so long. I work and then I own. Yeah, you make good money, but compare to what you can do in the stock market once you learn the power of compound. It's just so much easier.
You learned that in that 5 years of sacrifice, yeah?
Yeah, 5 years of not being so greedy and not trying to chase that 100x, 50x, 1000x, just slowly compound that.
The Kaizen, the incremental progress.
That's it.
Yeah.
And trading is all about psychology. You got to keep your emotion in check. I have saw myself trying to revenge trade, trying to get everything back, and it just never worked out in my favor.
That's good self-awareness.
Yeah.
I want to circle back to something we spoke about before we started filming. You mentioned that you were on the Food Network before.
My correction, not the Food Network, but on the South Florida local.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not on the actual,
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that experience like being in South Florida?
It was fantastic. It was great. I love it. It gave us the attention. It let people, it kind of put us on the map. People watch it. They love it. They say, wow. But I didn't expose about me being a trader. Like, this is my first time exposing on this channel.
Yeah.
I keep it humble. Nobody know.
Yeah.
I work every day. I'm here all the time. I don't show up. I don't drive a Lamborghini. I drive an old car. I dress normal, no chain, no nothing. That's
Do your
it.
thing.
Yeah, just do my thing. Work with my guy, eat, drink with them. Holiday, I spend time with them. That's it.
Well, speaking of eating and drinking, let's put the drinking to the side, but we got this incredible spread. Talk to us about what we got. I've seen these two here. This, I have not seen at this
This is
restaurant.
our grilled shrimp, cooked in olive oil, a little bit of herb, a pinch of salt, a pinch of chicken powder, some fresh garlic, and just a squeeze of lemon juice on top. You're good to go. And this is our hibachi fillet. We only use top choice, which is Angus right here. Coconut, garlic, soy sauce, butter.
Beautiful.
But it's the Pacific soy sauce that make this good. The ingredient is very simple: soy sauce, garlic, and butter. But you can try, but only one soy sauce will bring out the flavor. And I'm not lying to you. It's very simple, but it's that one soy sauce make a big difference.
Interesting.
This.
And this one is our fried rice right here.
Fried rice.
I don't like it when it's too soggy, it's too wet, because that's not fried rice. You want it more on the drier side where the rice separate.
For fried rice, is the rice prepared the same way?
Yes,
And then
my
the
rice
fried.
is also the same quality sushi rice.
Got it.
Keep it simple. Even all my salmon from the kitchen, sushi grade. I don't want to get multiple salmon, just a little bit cheaper, and then the hassle of managing and this and that.
Yeah.
I think we should begin with the shrimp, yes?
Absolutely,
You have
gentlemen.
one?
Sure. Please, gentlemen, help yourself. Guys, camera guys, you guys hungry? You guys want
Get
some?
in here, guys.
Get yourself some.
Let's set this down for a moment.
Cheers. There you go.
Is this one of your, is this on the menu, the shrimp?
Yes, sir. Our grilled shrimp.
Delicious.
'Cause
This-
we always get sushi here. I've never even had this. This looks wonderful.
This is the mustard sauce that you gotta
you,
try.
sir. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Thank you very
I
much.
love how you're able to
welcome.
get that nice char on the outside while keeping it still nice medium rare.
It's all about flame. The
Shrimp is
flame
wonderful.
control. The shrimp is not bad at all.
Wonderful. And this is, what sauce is on this?
This is our mustard sauce, homemade mustard sauce.
There you go.
Condensed milk goes a long way. Thank you very much.
Wonderful.
Here, get some water.
Wow. So, we talked about the sushi
Mm-hmm.
and really the blend between simplicity.
Simplicity.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, thank you. Between keeping it simple
Uh-huh.
and yet keeping it creative.
Yes.
What is is there a similarity between the shrimp, the steak, and the fried rice? I know the rice is the same as what you mentioned earlier, and the steak is also as simplistic as it can be.
Yes. Now, these first course right here is all about combining flavor. You combine to bring flavor out. Now, when it comes to the sushi, I don't combine. I like to extract the flavor.
Yeah.
And that's the most challenging part. We live with our parents growing up. Our parents teach us to combine. If you make your coffee a little bit better, add some sugar, or this a little bit too salty, add some water. But they don't teach us how to extract the flavor out.
Your mentor teach you that?
No, I surpassed my mentor already. My
I know you
birthday.
did. I know you did.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm not gonna be humble on this. It's my passion.
Student has become the teacher.
Yeah. So it's piqued my interest. The first restaurant I told you in San Francisco, Omakase, when I ate his fish, nigiri, fish, rice, wasabi, a brush of soy sauce, but so good. That's where it piqued my interest. Like, it looks so simple. There's no topping, no crazy fancy stuff. Obviously, he got rice, dab of wasabi, shape the fish, brush the soy sauce, and you eat it.
So
But
I'm
why is it so good?
gonna tell you something that we heard on our podcast last week. These guys heard it too.
Mm-hmm.
Bill Goldstein of Walt Grace Vintage Cars and Guitars.
Yep.
He said, pursue things you like, not things you love. Meaning, don't pursue your passions, because once you pursue your passions and it becomes a business,
Yeah.
it's not as much your passion, it's now your business and your line of work.
Yes.
Have you ever felt that way?
I did.
Yeah.
I kind of rephrased mine a little bit differently when I start to learn how to trade and get into the market. My passion is sushi,
Yeah.
but it wasn't really making me the kind of money to retire my parents, retire my family. That's why I had to change my concept. Do what makes money first, and after you make money, do whatever the hell you like. You want to travel first class, you want to eat caviar, you want to get a whole can of gold flake and just pour it on yourself. Do it, but do what makes money first before you do what you like. You want to be a dancer? Go ahead, make money first, then go be a dancer.
So you opened the restaurant first, yes?
Yes, the restaurant was the first one.
You learned that the hard way then, kind of?
I learned it the hard way. The thing about the restaurant is you take all the risks for very small profit. And that's where it didn't really add up to me.
You're grinding.
Yeah, you're grinding, you sacrifice a lot of time, you sacrifice a lot of the holidays, the weekend for what, another 20K extra a month? While taking all these risks, why most of the staff, server, they're making half of that profit already with no risk.
So what was the moment out you realized that the juice wasn't worth the squeeze,
Yes,
and then you went in on investing,
yes,
but did your 5 years. Now the juice is worth the squeeze.
yes.
But when people ask you, like, they're lost in life, what do I do? What can I, like, I want to be happy, I want to pursue what I love. Do you tell them first, go make your money, and then pursue what you love?
That's it. That's what I tell them. Don't do what you love, especially if you're already kind of lost in life, confused, not sure what you're doing. Take advantage while you're still young. That's why they say age is your friend, time is your enemy. Once time catch up, I don't care how much money you have, you can't buy back time. So age is your friend, time is your enemy. Use it wisely. While you're still young, while you still have the energy, take risks, take chance. Even when you take a chance, you're always gonna win. Why? Because when you lose, you learn. Not to make the same mistake again. And if you win, great, you gain. But if you don't start, you don't get anywhere.
So true. Now, have you always been entrepreneurial?
I have always been since I was young. I used to ask my dad all the time, Dad, why you always put the money in the bank? How much you pay to keep the money there? Why you keep the money there? Why not keep at home? And then when you need it, you have to go get the money, withdraw. You're wasting gas and time. And he would tell me, what happened if we get robbed? What happened if this and that? I put there, they protect my money. And then I say, then how much you pay them to protect your money? And I think I was like maybe 11 or 12.
There you go.
You don't have to be asking those kind of
I was young.
questions. Absolutely.
So it kind of piqued my interest already.
Did you always have that optimistic point of view on life?
I did. That's why I kind of put in a lot of effort, hustle, work every single day. Never, even if I'm sick, even if I'm hurt, I show up, I do it. I do what needs to be done.
Well, and you're in a position of being a leader, leading this restaurant, leading your people.
Hmm.
What do you do to make sure you lead by example when you come here every day?
Discipline.
Yeah.
Discipline. Discipline in life, discipline in trading, discipline in everything I do. If you don't have the discipline down, you don't get the respect. You can't just one day come in happy, one day come in angry, come in, I want to do this, I want to do that, and then one day come in, I have no energy. No. I carry myself presentable at all time. I will never ever leave my house with my hair messy. I will never ever leave my house looking like a bum. And that's what I teach all my siblings, my niece and nephew. There's 3 rules that I live by. If they don't invite, I don't go. If they invite me last minute, I'm not going. Because if you're my friend, you're my family, you throw an event, you throw a party, why don't you let me know ahead of time? Why last minute?
No doubt.
Why? Because nobody show up or because too much leftover. I'm the last resort, so no. And second, when you fall, stand up. Don't try to eat again, don't try to stuff, don't try to taste this, taste that. You fall, you're done. If you can't beat that battle, how are you gonna win when you go out in life, when you start drinking?
Yep.
You don't know when is enough. You don't know, oh, I had enough already, I think I'm good, I'm gonna go home. And you can ask my staff here, never ever catch me drunk. You will never ever see me wasted, crawling on the floor, nothing, nada.
You kind of represent the cuisine, like I mentioned before. It's a very disciplined cuisine, sushi. The way it's made is kind of representative of how your being is.
Yeah.
A very disciplined man, someone who leads by example, very strict with himself.
Yes.
Kind of like the cuisine.
Yes.
Strict, but also simple, beautiful.
Yes, it is. I try to live like that, day by day, little by little. Yep. We can move aside and put the sushi. Okay. Yes, please, Stephanie.
I'll take that.
All right, now it's about to get real, huh?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be joining us here.
Any of this?
You're gonna have to. So queer. I want to eat with a nigiri, yes.
Yes, nigiri, some roll.
Okay.
So just to show you the roll, how we make it over here. Not too big, not too small, not covered with sauce.
I I would like for you to walk us through everything.
I can do it now. I can have Fabian. You want to come talk or you too shy? You camera shy?
Holy cow.
Holy moly.
New plate.
Thank you.
Holy cow. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So this
Quite the
is
presentation.
quite the presentation. Looking at a lot of nigiri. Very
There's one more coming.
well,
no.
oh my god,
Oh
bro.
my God.
That one we can face.
Kevin and Mike, you better be
I'm
hungry.
gonna be hungry.
Oh, I like that.
Oh my god.
Pulls this way.
Do you want a smaller plate for this one?
There you go.
Oh my god.
Can you see everything on here?
Right.
So this is rolls, but just notice it's not too big, not too small. We
Just
got some
right.
roll right here too. And I know Fabian, I remember you guys don't eat mayo, so he put a very little drop.
Okay.
That's it.
Thoughtful of him.
And these fish right here are all imported from Japan. I have no clue which one is which yet. Once you check out the skin and you check out the fillet, it's harder to tell because I just got here, but Fabian, he knows, he can help us out. But these, I definitely know. This is the best one right here. This is the flavor,
You can
the
see it.
fattiness. Over here, we have the bluefin tuna, different cut of the tuna. The kami is the lean part right here. This is the back.
Okay.
And then the chutoro is over here, which is by the rib cage. Is what we call bacon, half fat, half lean. And otoro is the fatty part. That's by the belly. Now here is the salmon belly. And these couple pieces is the hamachi belly. So this boat is full flavor. This one is mild in flavor, but a lot of texture. These fish are all wild caught.
All wild caught.
All wild right here, imported from Japan, not farm raised.
Where should we begin?
Beautiful.
Can I get the fish list so I can go through it with them, please? If it's me personally, I don't eat that much. I go for the best one. I always go for the best one and save the one not my favorite for after. Why? Because I don't know how much I can eat. And if I just want to taste all the basic one, by the time I get to the good one, I might be full.
We'll start with your favorites.
What?
We'll go according to your lineup.
Well,
Pick the batting order.
remember what I said earlier in the beginning of the podcast? I always start with the lightest fish,
Yep.
white fish first before to the heavy. But this is me. I'm going for the best one first, guys. So over here, the first 5 pieces is hobo, which is the sea robin. And next, over here is kodai, crimson sea bream. And down here, we have the isaki. Isaki is 3-line bloodfish. Oh, kuzen would be the rainbow fish. And itoyori. Itoyori is over here, which is a threadfin sea bream. And over here, we have ocean trout. The ocean trout is not as fatty as the salmon, but it's higher in omega-3. So you're gonna get more of a texture out of this compared to the farm-raised salmon. And this here is the madai, which is the red sea bream. Kanpachi is the greater amberjack. It's the yellowtail is very unique fish. Has it aged, the flavor change, the texture change, so we changed the name. I don't say we, I mean the Japanese people. So when it's still young, it's called yazu or inada. And as it aged more, it become kanpachi. And the next stage would become hamachi, which everybody know. And the last stage is buri. Buri is the winter.
Got it.
That one is very unique, very good. That one you find at a lot of a high-end omakase restaurant. But the kanpachi is already
I
fantastic.
mean, this is just.
You guys have gone above and beyond.
Thank you.
This is the Mayan roll. If you like crunchy, spicy, right here. This is the sexy roll. It was named after me. But now my chef, they want to name it after themselves. They want to take the credit, but it's okay. Customer know it's named after me. And this is the rock and roll right here. So we have spicy tuna mix, a little bit of cucumber, flash fry, crispy on the outside, while it still has that rawness.
Hope you're hungry, Kevin.
Thank you.
Everything is all been properly dressed. And there's already wasabi, soy sauce. You just enjoy it the way it is.
With these ones?
Yep, you can start with these or you can start with those. Now, for the purpose of the video, Fabian, my chef, he didn't put that much dressing on it. Because when you put too much, it might not look good on camera. So if you want, you can always get an extra touch of soy sauce.
Like we mentioned earlier, we're not big sauce guys, right?
But if you want, just in case, you know,
Yeah, you never know.
you never know. Just a little dab. But try it first as it is first. See if it requires some more soy sauce, then please go ahead, help
You
yourself.
have with us, yes?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
Which one are we doing?
This one right here, Ethan.
For you, try whatever you like.
This one right here.
All right.
Cheers, huh?
Cheers.
Cheers.
Now, for if you want to use chopstick, okay, the correct way to eat sushi is not the rice. You gotta flip it sideways. The fish should touch your tongue first, not the rice. And also, when you want to dip the nigiri, you don't want to dip it with the rice facing down, because the rice is like a sponge. It absorbs too much soy sauce. So what you do is you flip it sideways. You don't want to go and hold it from the middle. Then you're gonna break the rice, and it's gonna fall apart. So you want to flip it to the side like this, and grab it. For those who see that, sideways. So what you do is you dip the fish into the soy sauce this way, and all the excess soy sauce, it will slip off the fish and go right back into the bowl.
Got it.
But if you were to dip it with the rice, it's gonna absorb too much and it might overpower.
Interesting.
Really interesting.
So that's a little trick that you guys can learn.
Well, cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you. So delicious.
Unreal.
Which one is that?
My eye. Red secret.
I mean, this is really just going way above and beyond. This is, I mean,
Like you mentioned earlier, the presentation, take a rainbow in front of you.
this will feed a football team.
I know, huh? This is the kanpachi right here. So please go ahead, try.
What is it?
Kanpachi. Kanpachi is the greater amberjack. It's in the jack family.
Sure.
Enjoy. Not bad, huh?
So good.
Now the thing, my chef and I, we don't like to do the boat that much because it takes us, I don't know, 10-15 minutes to do these two boats. Now imagine the first piece or the first roll that's being made. How long it's been sitting out already? So the rice might be a little bit cold, might be off, but if customer want it, we make it. But for us, we prefer to send out a little bit at a time.
It's like you mentioned earlier, you intentionally put the fish first that
Yes.
you know will hold up better.
Absolutely.
It's also like so much of it, and I didn't realize till prior to this is the artistry comes from the timing.
Yes.
So much of it's timing.
Timing is what make everything bring out the flavors. That's why you have chef tasting menu, chef's table. Same thing as a pizza. If you were to serve the customer one slice at a time, the way it should be, fantastic, crispy, good, the cheese melting. But if you to serve them a whole pie, by the time they got to the last piece, it's not the same as the first bite.
I would also think in most cases with sushi, like historically, this is how it's always been served, like you said.
Yes.
And when it comes to the maki or the hand rolls, people tend to overeat.
Yes.
And you don't really, I mean, this display we might overeat a little bit.
Yes.
But typically, when you're eating nigiri or even sashimi, it's hard to overeat.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
What's this one? Trout?
Yep, ocean trout right there. Please enjoy.
Oh, man.
So this one is the sauce on
You have
top.
one?
I'm okay. I had some already.
Okay.
You guys enjoy. I wait till we get to the best one.
Cheers. Like most people, including myself,
Yeah.
would think this is salmon.
Yep.
But obviously it's not. So trout and salmon have similar.
Very, almost very similar.
Okay.
But in Japan, they don't really use salmon that much. They use more of the trout. Cherry trout, like sakuramasu.
There, taste that.
Yep.
Like that.
Now for the sauce is yuzu kosho with a little bit of honey, a little bit of Japanese 5 spice, and a touch of
On
vinegar.
the trout.
On the trout.
Good.
Looks pretty simple, but just that little dab of sauce has so much flavor. And then the rice is where the flavor
The
is.
wasabi within, right?
Yeah.
Yep, the
Underneath
wasabi
the fish,
under
like-
under the fish.
Okay. But
Should we skip to your favorite?
It's okay. Enjoy it. Don't worry. Enjoy it. No, no.
we will. But let's. Your favorite is which one here?
All of them. With fat come flavor.
True.
With flavor come enjoyment.
Want to try the Toro?
That first one's the fattest one.
Sure, let's go for it.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for this first.
Okay.
There you go, brother.
That's dude.
That's the hamachi belly, okay?
Okay.
Have you grabbed the wrong one?
Yeah. No.
Salmon
little-
belly.
Salmon belly. Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Is that your favorite?
All of them. The
All
whole
of them, I love
this
it.
small boat right here.
You eat sushi every day?
Every day. I don't skip out. Every time I cut fish, I try them.
Got it.
Every day.
Yeah, you have to.
You gotta try it, taste it out. But I don't eat it in such a big quantity.
Like this,
Just a little-
individually.
Individually. No rice, no nothing. Just pop it in, just to taste.
Before you master it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just to taste the quality and also to understand the texture.
Which one do you want to start with?
I'm gonna start with this one right here.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers. I made a mistake there. I need to eat it, the fish down.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's okay. I did the same thing.
Yeah, if you get in here. All right. Here we got
This one is the salmon belly.
Oh, yeah.
salmon
bud.
belly of it.
Cheers.
There you go.
Cheers. I think this is like an American thing. the
Yeah.
cheers and sushi.
Salmon first. I mean,
That just melts in your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
America said it on a podcast before, and we'll say it again. This is the best sushi spot in Florida, hands down.
Let me correct that. The best sushi spot on the planet.
Absolutely.
Kaizen.
Well said.
The best sushi spot in Fort Lauderdale. That's it. This I gotta be humble
He's up.
It's the best.
because there's a lot of great chefs out there.
Absolutely.
A lot. Just when you think you're good, or just when you think you're okay, you look up. There's gonna be better people. But when you look down, there's gonna be someone who's worse than us.
for these sushi chefs that you admire and you think are truly great, what are some characteristics a lot of them have?
Discipline.
Always comes back
All
to
of
this
them
one.
are disciplined. They don't skip step. They don't try to sacrifice quality for speed. All of them are all very disciplined. Show up, get it done, do it what needs to be done.
Let me
What
ask you,
is
let
expected.
me follow up with this. Are there any sushi chains that are of the same quality and discipline?
No. Very limited. Very, very limited. That's why there's very few good restaurants compared to a lot of them. For every, I don't know, 10 sushi restaurant, you're only going to find maybe 2 good ones. But that doesn't necessarily mean all of them are bad. But then it also comes down to the people's palate. My number one might not be your number one.
Sure.
See? I might like it, you might not like it.
In
But
most
that doesn't
cases.
mean it's bad, you know? It's just people preference. You guys just happen to like our flavor. Love our flavor. But that doesn't mean we're the best, right? Because my number one might not be your number one.
Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Okay.
That's a good philosophy.
Carrying on. What's the next, Qui?
The next, get all the different kinds of tuna right here. The lean one, the medium fat, and the fatty part. You guys enjoy, okay?
I'm a best for last kind of guy.
Yeah,
So with
enjoy.
that said, which one do you recommend? Which one is this is the
The
most
best for
favorite?
last, I like the chutoro, medium fat. The reason why, when you're eating so much of
What
the
do
toro,
you
the fatty part, after 1 bite, 2 bite, 3 bite is good. But after the 4th bite, it gets too heavy with that oil
Is
going
this
down.
texture natural, like that grain on there?
Yeah,
Cheers.
So here, this is the lean one.
that's the lean one right there.
Cheers.
Very good.
We put a little bit of garlic on top because, like I say, the bluefin tuna has a lot of iron. So what can we do to kind of counterbalance that metallic taste? So the more, it's kind of like science. The more you know about your fish, the more you can create something to counterbalance the flavor.
And use other natural sources to complement
Absolutely.
already
Yes.
quality.
Yeah.
God, man.
Want to do the fatty one?
Get the fatty one, gentlemen. Enjoy,
Toro.
okay? Toro, that's
Yeah,
a toro. I'm okay. You guys,
Sure?
yes.
every day.
I ate this morning already before I came. I don't know how long the podcast is gonna last. So I'm like, I'm gonna eat.
So,
We might get along and talk for hours, and then I'm gonna be starving, licking my lip. So I'm gonna eat first.
Cheers. The Toro. Look at this.
that's my favorite one.
That's
I think
good.
that's the milkiest.
Is that like the ribeye of sushi?
That is what you call the wagyu of the sushi right there.
There you go.
Oh, speaking of Wagyu, was Wagyu always incorporated sushi, or is that kind of an American thing?
It's kind of like an American thing.
Like
American people love fatty, love creamy, love softness, love.
torching the Wagyu.
Yeah, it's good to torch the wagyu. Why? Because it has so much fat. It's nice to kind of extract and render out some of that fat and cook it into the meat. Give it that nice sear.
Yeah, I feel like that's not as common, obviously.
Yeah.
Like if you go to Japan, you see that
Yeah, I do. You have to. Over there, they do it. They do like what you call wagyu sandal. Wagyu sandal, like thin piece of bread, nice and crispy. Homemade.
Oh, I've seen that.
Yeah,
that looks really good.
Really good.
Yeah.
The wagyu, they maybe like half an inch thick. Make sure it's crispy each side. Put it between the bread. The best wagyu sandal you can get.
Now, when you see wagyu nigiri, do you consider that sushi?
Nowadays, I do because the more I play with it, the more it kind of resembles the otoro, the fatty tuna right here.
And it works.
And it works. It goes fantastic
Probably
with the rice.
a good seller here, yes.
Oh yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm sure.
It's a good salad. It's just great when you're torching it or when you're using charcoal to see it. Oof.
I have a friend, Charlie Ginsberg. Shout out, Charlie. He's come here and he's eaten a lot of that.
Yeah.
That wagyu nigiri. So
It's fantastic.
where should we continue on this? The favorite here.
Yep,
Yes.
the chutoro right there.
Chutoro.
Medium fat.
I just like the cleanest. Like this and steak. I don't think it gets much cleaner when it comes to eating.
Yep.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy, gentlemen.
Thank you.
I feel bad for your camera guy. They just over there licking their
They're
lip.
gonna get in here.
They're in there.
They're gonna get in here. That's wonderful. That's wonderful.
And then these are all the other exotic fish, but if you want to try maybe one bite the roll, go ahead too.
Do a roll.
You can do.
Do the roll.
Yep.
Here.
Flash fry, very
rock and
quick,
roll it.
crispy. Jenny, can you pour some?
I like it.
Oh, thank you
Thank
so much.
Cheers. Cheers. Once again, a lot of cheersing today. Thank you.
How do you say cheers in Japanese or whatever language you guys prefer here?
I don't really know that much because I'm not a party guy. I didn't learn how to drink until I was 21.
Okay.
Back then, I just work. I remember the first time I had, I think, a Heineken. One bottle was all I took, and I broke the sushi glass when I was washing it.
Real good.
Yeah,
Do
so
you speak any other languages?
I do.
Which languages?
Khmer, very fluent, Vietnamese, and English. So
Yep.
3 languages.
You ever use, but how's it? Kamo? It is?
Khmer. Khmer is the Cambodian native
Yes.
language.
That and Vietnamese. Do you ever use them here in the States?
Every day.
Yeah?
Every day, yeah.
Amongst your family?
My family. My mom, she doesn't speak English because I just sponsor her. She been here recently, so's my sister. So I have to speak other language with them.
And now, do you go back to Asia annually?
No. I haven't gone back in 10 years until recently, last
You were
year.
gone for a couple of months, though.
Yeah, I was gone. I don't go on vacation, but when I go for 10 months.
Listen, you know what I've sensed about you? With everything you do or have done, it's go big or go home.
That's it.
0% or 100%?
That's it.
Yeah, we're similar in that regard. All three of us.
I agree. You have to.
With
When I
everything we
work,
do.
I work. I hustle until it's steady. It's good. Now I have good guys taking care of the place.
When you eat good
I eat
and
good.
a lot.
And no.
Now,
When I'm full, I'm up. I'm done. I don't stuff myself. You know, it's very hard to stay in shape when you own a restaurant.
Well said.
It's very hard because they just want to eat and drink and just relax with the customer and pretty girl come in, want to show up. But I don't know. I gotta stay disciplined. I can't do that.
when you're not eating sushi or anything from your own restaurant, what are some other dishes you enjoy?
I like pizza, but my favorite gotta be a hamburger. But I haven't found a good hamburger in Broward County yet. I haven't gone to Miami that much, but up north in Boston, it's been a long time. I don't remember the name, but it's in Dorchester. There's a great hamburger joint. The reason why it's great to me because I like it simple. So what they do is they showcase all these dry aged meat. You pick the meat, how many days you want to dry age, they grind it up, they make it for you. So you get a dry aged hamburger. Yeah, very unique.
You like chicken wings?
I love chicken wing.
We're
But
gonna send you a little something,
Okay.
and I think you're really gonna enjoy it.
All right.
Yeah, it's not something I'd put on this,
Mm-hmm.
but it's something that you could put on a lot of other things like burgers, wings, chicken
Ribs.
tenders, your
Okay.
ribs.
Yeah.
But this, I think that you got this
You got it
department
down.
covered. Yeah,
Alright.
you know that though.
And we can always have room to improve.
Yeah. So tell Kaizen.
Kaizen. The day you say you're the best is the day you stop learning, stop growing.
We have a friend of the show, David Meltzer.
Mm-hmm.
Got a great quote. You're either humble or you're about to be.
Yeah. Same thing.
Either
Either you
humble-
humble yourself or the market will humble you. Right there.
Very true. All right, onwards. Talk to us about another one that we must try here. Obviously everything, but
Everything you gotta try, but for me, I like more the chewier texture. So this
Really?
would be the next one. I like these right here.
bread.
Yeah. That's a pickle plum. Ume. So we pickle it.
So
And,
historically, I do not like chewy as much. So I'm sure this is the best as it gets. But
Yeah.
I'm interested that you described it as that.
What
Yeah.
dish is this?
This is crimson sea bream. It's in the snapper family, but it's not. Usually in the sea bream, you expect to be soft and creamy and fatty. But the reason why I kind of like this one, it's not that fatty, but it's not that chewy. It has a nice little texture. In Asian culture, we like chewy stuff.
I usually don't, so I'm gonna be honest with you about this one.
Let's try.
Ready? Sure.
Go ahead. And that is why we put pickle plum on it. This is a little bit stronger, acidic, so it helps carry on the
Good,
chewiness
really good.
of the fish.
Delicious.
Really good.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Then I'm not into chewiness, but that's excellent.
Now, when I say chewy, it's never that chewy when it comes to fish.
No.
Not your fish.
Yeah, not the fish. Yeah.
Replace it with the big rolls.
Yeah. Yeah, this we cut against the grain. It was the French people that discovered the proper way of cutting, but it was the Japanese people that mastered the art of cutting.
So, Kui, as we go into, or as we're in 2026, what are some goals for not only yourself but for your restaurant?
To keep improving.
Kaizen.
That's it. Keep improving. Right now, we're working on doing new concept. I think it was this month. We did the all-you-can-eat omakase for
Yeah,
one.
it was so
amazing.
good.
Oh
Awesome.
boy, it was a new trend down here. People love it.
We loved it.
Yeah, I love it. I came here twice. You love it. Customers love it. So this is something we're trying to do to offer. The reason why we can do it is because here's one other thing everybody can know. Why we can do 120 all you can eat omakase is because when I went back up north to Massachusetts, the bluefin tuna cost us $18 a pound. But do you know how much vendor here they're charging you? $38 to $45 per pound. And that's why you go to most restaurants in Miami, one piece of toro, you're looking at maybe $10, $15 just for one bite. But here, all you can eat.
Yeah, and it is all you can eat. We could barely walk out of here when we were done. Wait, so
good.
when it comes to Kaizen and that incremental progress daily,
Mm-hmm.
do you track it, like document your progress, or is it more so mental? You know you're making progress.
I know I'm making progress.
It's all like you just kind of know yourself and know what you're doing.
Yeah, it's been years and years of being in this business for so long. It's the same thing when you, anything you do for so long, one look, you know if it's going to be good or not.
Yeah.
You can tell already. You just by touching the fish every day, before you even cut or eat it, I pick it up, it feels off, it doesn't feel right, and it smells kind of off, you know it's wrong already.
Now, when you have a situation like that, I saw a YouTube video of Master Chef in New York, actually, and he was like, when the fish arrives, it'll speak to you.
Yes.
Whether it's for nigiri, whether it's for another type of dish. Do you sense that you feel that way when the fish arrives?
I can tell already by looking at the fish, if the fish is good quality or not. I wouldn't say it speak, it just, I can tell just by looking at it. You know, when you look at something every single day for the past 16 years and without skipping a beat.
And if it
You know.
isn't perhaps nigiri eligible, will you use it for a soup or something of that nature?
If it's not good, we cook, we eat for the staff. That's it, simple. I don't try to run a special. Today we have uni special or uni shot special or this special. And I told my guys same thing. Don't ever try to run a special just because we want to push something out. If it's not good, eat it. If you think it's we're not going to sell today and it's still good today, eat it. Because tomorrow we're going to throw away anyway. Why leave it for another 12, 14 hours until we come back to work again? Just eat it. And if you try to push it out as a special, make a couple dollars, and then you end up losing customer.
Got it, yeah.
Our contract, we got another 15 years to go. Oh, we don't want to lose the customer for the next 15 years, you know?
Listen, well, you got, forget 15 years, you got some lifers sitting right next to you. We'll be coming here forever.
Thank you.
Kui, I want to thank you for a couple of things. Firstly, for joining us on the Everything But Politics podcast. Kicking off is going to be an incredible year. And second, for opening this restaurant back when you did. We're incredibly grateful that you did that. As mentioned, our favorite sushi establishment globally. So we thank you for all you've done, and the quality is just extraordinary. So really appreciate you sitting down with us, finally doing this after all the discussion. And look forward to staying connected, staying good friends, and coming back.
Absolutely.
For people who want to keep in touch and find Kaizen and find you, where can they do that?
Instagram, Facebook. Now, I was never a big fan of Instagram. I didn't create Instagram until Kaizen opened up. Now, I just created TikTok for Kaizen last night. Okay, guys?
That's right.
Yeah, last night. So be prepared to see some video on TikTok.
We'll have some for you too.
All the server, the host, they say, hey, you got to create TikTok, do something. So I finally did it last night. and they're laughing, you see? I was never a big fan of social media promotion. I just like to do word of mouth.
Yeah.
Slowly capture instead of promoting so big and get so busy and not able to maintain and keep the customer. Because you only in this line of business, you only have 1 to 2 chances. That's it. You screw up, they're gonna leave for a while, couple of months, maybe a year before they give you a chance again. So that's why when we first opened, I didn't do any advertisement, no promotion, nothing.
I've
Just-
seen too. Once they come 3 more times,
Yeah.
they got you for life.
That's it.
3 times, but you're there for life.
That's it. And we have a lot of regular here.
Yeah.
A lot. And I love the holiday here because we have so many regular. I got so many alcohol. Now I feel like I'm an alcoholic. Every one of them come, oh, here's a bottle of this, here's a bottle of that. And it's great, you know, to have a community like that.
Yeah.
And our price is very reasonable.
Yeah.
I want everybody to come at least
Yes.
once or twice a week, not on anniversary or special occasion.
Beautiful. You know what else? I'm gonna end with this. Most underrated thing you have here, your green tea.
Not bad, right?
Oh, so good.
It's lovely.
So good.
Making a good green tea, the water gotta be really hot. That's the trick. You can't have lukewarm water. You can't have water. Gotta be really, really hot.
Qui, we appreciate your mastery.
Well, thank you, and thank you for
you.
having us on the channel. And please give us a try. And guys, thank you for supporting us. The camera guy, please enjoy your food too. Okay? I feel bad seeing you guys lick your lip over there.
All right, guys. Have a beautiful rest of your week, and we'll see you next Monday. Qui Lam.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you. Thank you.